Anise needs to complete a printing job using both of the printers in her office. One of the printers is twice as fast as the other, and together the printers can complete the job in 5 hours. The equation above represents the situation described. Which of the following describes what the expression 1 over x represents in this equation? Tough question. This is like that stereotypical John is a painter and can complete 3 houses in 4 hours, and Mary paints and she can complete 6 houses in 2 hours. How many houses can they complete in 7 hours, right? It's that kind of question. Now, we just want to know. We don't have to solve anything. We just want to know what 1 over x represents in this equation. Well, there's a simple way to look at this, and there's an easy, hard way to look at this. And let's look at the simple way first, and we'll see if in future questions they do things like this, and then we might have to develop a more sophisticated approach. But we're told that one printer is twice as fast as the other. So this has got the 1 over x, and this is 2 over x. So this must represent the amount done by that slow printer. Whereas this is the fast printer, that's 2 times as fast. So with that, let's go to the choices and see what we got. Is it the time in hours that it takes the slower printer to complete the printing job alone? No, it's not alone. It's with the 2 over x. The portion of the job that the slower printer would complete in 1 hour? Yep. The portion of the job that the faster printer would complete in 2 hours? No. The time in hours that it takes the slower printer to complete 1/5 of the printing job? No, because it's with the faster printer, so we get choice B. That's the easy way to get it. I don't know if that was in fact easy or if that made any sense. Let's dive into what this equation actually represents. So what's kind of confusing is the x. Let's solve for the x, and I think it makes it a bit clearer as to what's going on. So let's solve for x. Let's multiply everything here by x. So we get 1 plus 2 equals 1/5 x. Let's multiply everything then by 5. So we get 5 plus 10 equals x. So x is 15. So what is this actually saying? It's saying 1 over 15th plus 2 over 15th equals 1/5. So they said in the problem that these two printers together can finish the printing job in 5 hours, which means that this represents the amount of the job finished. In other words, in 1 hour. In 1 hour, these two printers working together will finish 1/5 of the job, such that in 5 hours they will finish 5/5 of the job. In other words, the entire job. So this represents the amount of job. Let me write this down here so I can write this more cleanly. 1/15 plus 2/15 equals 1/5. This is the amount of the job finished in 1 hour. So what does this represent? Well, this would represent the share of that 1/5 done by the slower printer. Share of job done by slow printer. And this is the share of the job done by the fast printer. And it makes sense that it's 2/15 compared to 1/15 because, as we saw in the problem, the fast printer is twice as fast. So it's going to do twice the work that the slow printer is going to do. And then in that hour, when you add up their contributions, you get 1/5. So then over the next 4 hours, you're going to finish the job. So that is why this represents, as you can see in choice B, the portion of the job that the slower printer would complete in 1 hour. Ooh, this is a tough one. Very tough question. Again, we'll see how far they're going to take this rates type stuff, this work and rates type questions on the new SAT. We'll see if this is standard. If so, we might have to develop some sort of systematic approach to these questions. But a really tough question, very abstract. You might be able to, as we saw with the first method, just kind of get away with this one by looking at this superficially. But to really understand it, you need to, as we see, dive into this analysis of what these different pieces mean. But it definitely is a very tricky and confusing question. So we'll see how far the new SAT takes this.